Pacific to India.
I don't know. It was just the voice I did.
What is the triangle Swedish now?
I mean, what other country would look at a shape and say, that's an instrument?
Yeah, well, you haven't heard Russia play a mean octagon yet. It's like people banging each other with a stop sign.
Alright, I assume... Alright, that still works. That's good. I still don't have your audio gates.
Break the gates!
So, just start talking. Well, actually, let me start talking, and I'm gonna up this a little bit until I stop. There. I don't remember what close threshold does. Something like that. That's alright.
You're not my dad. I don't have to do what you say.
Um... Up the... Alright, that should be fine. So... Now what?
Are we rolling?
Only a little bit. You know, like if we were facing downhill, we weighed more than say $150. A little kid like walked up behind us and pushed us. Yeah, we'd be rolling.
Oh, it's a pleasure to hear your analogies, Gabe.
Yeah, how much do you weigh?
$150.
Do you? That's how much I weigh.
Yeah.
155.
What about you, Luke?
I'm not sure. I think I might be in the same area, maybe 150, 160 something.
You're saying if we ever got into a boxing rink, boxing,
We'd be in the same weight class.
boxing
Ring, not rink.
ring?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh man, now I'm picturing like boxing, but they're all figure skating.
That's
Like-
roller derby.
Oh crap, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, that's whenever you have like the skate with the four trucks.
Okay.
Skate around bumping into people. I don't actually know the rules of roller derby.
Yeah, what are you bringing trucks into this for?
I feel like it'd be make it more entertaining. Like, you know, monster trucks. Like, you ever see like the towing competitions between two monster trucks?
I have not.
No.
You not?
No.
They're very entertaining.
Huh.
I don't know what else to tag on to this because can't really
show it.
yeah.
But basically, they strap a chain to both tow hitch.
Yeah, and then they just
Go.
drive.
Yeah. Do you know
It's like the most intense game of tug of war.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what Bigfoot is?
What, do I know who Bigfoot
The monster
is?
truck.
Oh.
Oh, is that the one that came to our church?
Yes. The guy who dug our foundation drove Bigfoot.
Oh.
Huh. I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, well, usually we have photographs of him, but he just came in and dug our foundation. We never actually saw him.
I thought the photographs would just be blurry.
Yeah, it's just blurry photographs of
Like
him.
the rest of you are in HD, he's just somehow completely blurry.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even sure if he's real. Like, his wife was saying that she never sees him anymore.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah, anyway.
That was a good first conversation to get us back on track. It's been a while since we've had a PoDuMb episode.
Gosh, I forgot that's what we called this.
I still think A-holes at the bottom of the sea is a funnier name.
That's that's too long though.
Is it though?
I'm gonna write a book about how to title things.
It's gonna be called that.
It's gonna be, yeah, that's the title. I just
Yeah.
I
A
just threw you on the
book
title.
about how to title things.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like 80 blank pages, and at the end it's just gonna be don't make it too long. I'm gonna have it published. I'm not sure. It's gonna be hardback only. It's gonna be like $80 a copy.
Like the only collector's edition.
Yes. I'm gonna sign all 4 copies. They're very limited edition.
This is the same energy as those people who are like, what's your $1 billion idea? Create an app that costs $1 billion to download.
I was thinking like soap, but for it to dispense, you have to put in like a quarter. You know,
Terrible.
me saying that a year ago sounds
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm
but
amazed
now
more
I'm
people
like,
haven't done that this year.
Yeah, like hand
Make people pay for soap?
like
like
hand
in
sanitizer whenever
bathrooms?
it like ran out. You know.
So you go into a public restroom,
Yeah.
McDonald's, slip a quarter in, and you get soap.
Get soap. Or like at a Macy's or really any Walmart maybe. Other places are available.
Huh.
But not all of them have the soap dispenser.
Joke's on them. I never use the soap dispensers.
Yeah, exactly. See, we're being efficient. And
Exactly. Like it doesn't taste as good as it smells.
yeah, I don't understand. You know, it's like kids' toothpaste. It tastes so much better when you swallow it.
I used to do that. I did
Same.
when I was younger. Like I think I was about till I was maybe 4 or 5. I didn't understand how toothpaste worked,
Yeah,
so I just swallowed it and then used the brush to actually do the brushing.
that is an interesting
I'm serious.
scenario you have brought up.
That's how I brushed my teeth for like until I was 5,
Like,
and then someone finally explained it to me.
like whenever I was little,
Probably explains why I have terrible breath even when I do brush my teeth when I'm older now.
That's like putting Windex on a window, letting it dry, and then taking a squeegee to it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it tasted good, and when I was younger, if something tastes good, I'm gonna eat it.
Exactly, like
care what-
lipstick or lip chapstick.
Yeah, chapstick. It's delicious.
We
I've
had
never
Tootsie
had
Roll chapstick.
What? That exists?
Yeah, it's real, and it tastes amazing.
I don't feel like was that just a Tootsie Roll in a tube.
No, it was Tootsie. It was chapstick.
Oh my
And you
gosh,
could-
Tootsie Rolls would be so much more fun to eat if you twisted it and they popped
Yeah,
out.
like is that the same way wax lips work? Or is that
I've
am I
never
thinking
had
of
wax
something
Yeah,
else?
I've like had maybe 2 sets of wax lips in my possession, and I threw them away immediately because I thought they looked stupid.
Huh.
So I don't understand how they're candy.
It's like the weird like liquid in the wax tube thing.
Oh, I've never touched those either.
Really?
I've never touched them.
I got those every Halloween. It made like it burned your throat as you drank it.
Wait, like
I feel it burning my esophagus all the way down.
like the
They're like
the
little
bottles?
like little Coke bottles made out of
Yeah.
wax. Yeah.
Yeah.
With like the weird yellow liquid that tastes like candles.
I always remember it being pink. Well, they store it in wax. What do you expect it to taste
Well,
like? Pepto-Bismol? Which tastes
Yeah.
horrible.
Well, not
I
unless you
hate
chug it.
Pepto.
You know, if you snort it, it's half the calories. It's like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about those medicines, like between Pepto and like NyQuil, but they taste horrible. I never want to take any of them.
Really?
Why you don't take medicine?
See, medicine tastes
Simp.
a lot better than it used to. Like, have you ever had like the older cough syrups?
Probably.
I've had older cough drops.
Cough. It depends on the flavor of those. Like the cinnamon ones are alright. The cherry ones.
They make cinnamon cough syrup?
No, cough drops.
Oh.
I don't think I've had cough syrup since I was like 6.
Hey kids, are you feeling sick? Well, here's an even greater pain to make your first pain feel lesser by comparison. Cinnamon cough syrup.
It's like cutting your leg off because you have the sniffles. Like you're not focusing on the sniffles now, are you?
Yeah.
You're bleeding out. Should probably get that checked out.
I've been watching Norm Macdonald bits.
Yeah.
Told you both about one of them.
Yeah.
But today I just watched one. He was saying, "Yeah, when I go to the doctor, I always tell them my symptoms that I don't have, so I get a bit more attention. So if my throat is starting to tickle me, and I think I'm getting sick, he's like, doctor, I'm getting blood from the anus."
That's fine. It's fine.
Cleans them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You leave your windows down whenever it's raining out. You don't have to get a car wash with your doors open anymore.
Exactly.
There's a John Mulaney bit that's very similar. He's talking about how he gets nervous on planes, and so he goes to the doctor, and a friend told him that like or no, it wasn't that it was like he wanted I think it was Vicodin or something, one of those like sleep drugs or whatever, and and a friend told him that if he said he got nervous on planes, they'd give him the drug.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes in and he's he's like, well, I don't want to seem like I'm copying someone else's idea, so I decided to add a bit more flair to it. So I get in and I say, listen, I have the chart, and I put on, I have urinary problems. And then he's in the doctor's office, and the doctor's like, so you said you had urinary problems. Could you be more specific? It's like, yeah, I'm just peeing an awful lot. And he's like, well, can you just say how many times you're peeing a day? And he's like, well, I didn't want to say a number that's too low because I didn't want to feel like I'm wasting everyone's time. So I said 11. That was too many times.
Yeah, I think I've seen that, but not bad.
Yeah, I don't. The amount I've watched like comedians has drastically gone down. I don't know why.
Yeah, because you're really into Bert Kreischer, Josh Wolf, those kind of guys for a while.
Yeah. And then, like, since I became a driver, it's been almost non-existent. I don't think I've watched anyone since Bert.
Huh.
I've started getting back into well, not back into, I never really was into, but Gus Johnson. I've started actually looking up some of his videos, and they're so good. His most recent is really funny. Like how guns work in American movies.
Oh, yeah.
Little do you know, I have 25 more rounds in this 4-round canister.
I mean, that's just Lance logic, you know.
It really is.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time that there was me and Caleb would just talk about video ideas, and the next day we'll wake up and Gus Johnson posts a video almost exactly as we've described it?
I think you did tell me about this.
5 times in a week.
Which videos?
I don't remember. It was a while back. But yeah, it was like we'd go to sleep after we talk about office surfing, and we'll wake up and we'll check our recommended feed. And there's the video, but someone else has done it.
Mm.
I can't remember which ones they were because we didn't record them because now we're gonna be the copiers.
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't care if
you just do it anyway.
Yeah, it's like the Mountain Dew video. I feel like there's gonna be a video out there that somebody's gonna find, like the Lance Dew video.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely going to be...
Like Jesus in a bottle.
There's going to be someone out there that does it for something like Coca-Cola. Or Dr. Pepper.
Sure, Pepsi's good if you drive a Prius.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, there's so much volume of content online now that you kind of have to just personalize it and go with it and not worry about being a copycat in some sense.
That was one of the big reasons I was afraid of doing, like, internet content for a while, because like I was afraid, like, oh well, you know, everything's been done, I feel like.
Yeah.
And so like I was always afraid, like, well, okay, we're gonna upload something and then someone's gonna come along and is like, hey, you copy, yeah. And finally, like, it just basically, like, it kind of settled with me one morning where I was just like, you know what, like, yeah, every idea's been done, but no idea has been done the same way. Like, unless you're a Disney remake, in which case, yes, you have been done the same way.
Yeah.
But
well, that being said, do you still hate Amy Schumer?
Yes.
She's the funniest person on earth. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's so classy.
Anytime she's on TV, I just can't help but just fall out of my chair, dying of laughter. Just last week, I had to call an ambulance 6 times.
6 times?
Well, when they asked me what the problem was, all I said was Amy Schumer.
And then they started laughing. We had to call a second ambulance. It was just a mess, honestly.
I've only seen enough of her to decide that I don't know.
Yeah.
She could be actually funny in some situations.
She obviously is.
Why, Gabe?
Because she is.
Right,
I don't think I've ever seen one of her stand-up bits.
No?
And I'm going to keep it that way because...
She had one on, what was it, the leather special or something stupid on Netflix. I saw a chunk of it.
I did see one of them. I'm pretty sure it was a movie.
Scott just started looking into the abyss as he said that. Like, oh, I saw things.
Yeah, those are my Netflix days.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, like a lot of the female comedians I've seen, because I used to just get on Spotify, hit the comedy section, and just listen to that while I edit or do schoolwork or
I
whatever.
was listening to Patton Oswalt a little earlier.
Yeah?
But yeah, do the same thing.
Because I'll just leave it on shuffle, and they have a comedy genre, so I just click on that and listen to it for a bit. And every girl that's popped up that I can remember has always been a sex joke. Every time without fail. I don't know if that's just what's on Spotify or if that's just most of the genre.
To be fair, you don't have to look very long at guy comedians.
But they're funny.
Oh my god!
Like Tom Wolf's one about the stripper
The
that
governor
just
of
gets...
Pennsylvania?
What's the
He does comedy?
Yeah, he's the governor.
Yeah. Wear a mask!
Can you imagine how many votes for like how much support he'll get if he would go out and like on Twitter, Tom Wolf, and just do that? Like I would support him.
What were you saying about Josh Wolf?
But Josh Wolf's bit about the what was it, a stripper or is it a prostitute? The one that got naked and just swung the 4-foot kid around. Like that was a hilarious story. I've told this before on the podcast, I know, so I won't do it again.
Was it one that was deleted? I don't remember this.
No, it was like episode 3. I think. Maybe I haven't told this story, but it's not my story to tell.
Don't tell it. Don't. No, it's very gross.
I told it when Zoe was here.
Oh.
I remember because I brought it up and you said to tell the story because Zoe was here.
Okay.
Mean.
The checkered past.
I don't remember this. This is what happens when we don't upload every episode.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've uploaded every episode. It's just...
Well, send them to me because I want to
They're
find
on
the place where you can find them.
I would just say the website or the wiki, but Alvin hasn't even noticed the PoDuMb episodes.
I don't think he's into them. I think we're the only ones who care about them.
No, we have a few followers on SoundCloud. One.
Growlvin.
Some dude named Growlvin, you know? It's just... It's Alvin with a mustache.
No, we just said that was Alvin's grandma.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Growlvin. Hi, Growlvin. No, I'm not.
Well, I am.
If you're still listening, you're okay with it.
I can't believe we've never showed Gabe I Am the Machine.
You mean Luke? Because I showed you that.
You said you can't believe we haven't showed Gabe.
He was looking too deeply into my eyes. He must have got lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe we showed. We haven't showed Luke I Am the Machine.
No, I've never seen this.
Huh. Well, he's the machine.
Right.
Okay.
And his name's Bert.
Does he have another name?
No.
He's the machine.
Yeah. And that pretty much sums it up, you know. I don't feel like we need to show Luke anything.
What's another comedian? Like George Carlin, he's less funny and more like I appreciate his observations on the world.
See, Donald Glover did stand up for a bit.
Donald Glover actually has some really funny stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple individual clips.
Is that the Childish dude?
Childish Gambino, yeah.
He played Lando in Han Solo.
I didn't watch that.
He was in Community.
Didn't watch that.
He's in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Didn't watch. Maybe I did.
Is he?
He's the guy Spider-Man ties to the car.
He is.
He's Miles Morales' uncle.
Which
means Miles Morales does exist in the MCU.
Have you heard of Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
This is America.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
I've seen those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a bit where he's talking about, I guess for a while, it was a rumor that he was going to play Spider-Man in something. Like he was, like, supposedly someone, like, promised him the role or whatever. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I never heard that he was going to possibly be Spider-Man. But he was talking about the internet's reaction to that rumor. And he said the reactions were either, oh, that's a good choice, or he's black, kill him!
That basically sums it up, yeah.
Which I mean doesn't make sense unless you assume he's playing Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is probably what those people assumed.
You never know. Those people could have just been straight up racist.
That's
also
very possible.
It was like branded Spider-Man. It was just, he's black, kill him.
Kill him.
Yeah. But now that the race war is going on, you know.
Race war.
Yeah. This whole race war thing's making me more racist than anything, if I'm being honest.
I don't watch the news, so I don't get upset anymore.
That's why I don't get on Facebook anymore, because like for a while, one of my friends, well, still is to my knowledge, but was putting up all these like things about like how, like, you know, basically after reading her posts, I felt like no matter what I did, I was somehow racist.
Yeah, just because you're white.
It didn't. Yeah, just by existing, I was somehow racist. That's how I felt. So and like combined with that, and also just if you're not out of the house without a mask, you're selfish or you're stupid, or if you exist, you're selfish and you're racist.
I mean,
die.
It's true, but it's not supposed to be.
And
true.
this is a white girl that's sharing all this, by the way.
Yeah, that I would have expected.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
But so yeah, I just don't get on Facebook anymore because of that.
Well, like I don't really follow the news, and I don't really follow.
I try to my best of my ability to avoid it.
But like I deliver to a lot of houses in Pittsburgh, and that's all that's out on the street. Because it's like in Exodus, whenever the Death Angel is coming through, you better have blood on your door frame. You better have All Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter on your door frame, or else you're gonna die. That's what it feels like in Pittsburgh. It's weird. It's like there's in the Strip District, there's probably like 6 houses that don't have like streamers or Black Lives Matter on it at some capacity.
Wow.
Shattered windows, scorched brick.
And there's a few that are like shattered windows and scorched brick that don't have anything. And I'm like, I feel like that was there before, but I don't know because I haven't been doing that route for all that long.
That's why I don't want to be a driver or a jumper. I don't want to go anywhere near those neighborhoods.
The funny thing is, all right, so there's 2 parts to the company. There's the North Hills side, which is the posh neighborhoods up north of Pittsburgh. Then there's the Strip District, which is the ghetto.
That's what I want to stay away from.
I've never had one bad experience in the ghetto. When I deliver to the North Hills, people cuss at me all the time. They complain that I'm blocking the road, even though there's 3 lanes. If I don't put the Chewy box up against their door frame, they'll yell at me. In the ghetto, they're just happy it's at the address. Like, I got a Twix from a guy that I just gave, like, a little envelope to.
Okay, well, here's the difference. Here's the difference, though. In the posh area, you know, that's all the entitled people. Yeah. You can say whatever you want to them. They're not going to do a damn thing.
Yeah, that's true.
The ghetto, you say anything, they're going to pop a cap in you.
I hope
Probably.
So. I don't know. There's a lot of cool guys down in the ghetto. Like,
I'm sure.
Like,
what's the ghetto called? Not the Strip District, but
maybe I am racist
for the area.
You don't Shady Side?
No.
The Shady Side is right next to the Strip. You talking North Shore?
No, I can't remember that. But anyway, me and Aaron did a job in a high crime rate area, and you know, that was more or less my experience. Everyone was super nice. As they acknowledged you on the street as they walked by. Yeah. But on the flip side, one morning Aaron came in when I wasn't there, and he found needles all over the basement where we were working.
Yeah, that sounds like the ghetto.
Yeah.
Gollum in the corner.
Heroin.
I'm from Butler, though. I'm the Butler Gollum.
The Butler Gollum. Yeah, like, there's been occasions where I've been out on my route and a group of black dudes, probably like 40 to 50 years old, they invite me to play ball with them. And I'm like, I'm just the white kid. I can't jump. I'm not coordinated enough to dribble. You guys are out here shirtless. I don't want to... I'm not fit enough to play skins. I jiggle.
Don't jiggle.
I mean, a little bit, but...
Really?
Like,
no.
Like
your moves?
Yeah, my moves. It's muscle. It's just whenever it's not flexed, it jiggles.
Okay, Gabe.
Yeah.
I believed you until you said that.
Well, it's true. You can flex. You can flex fat and muscle when it's relaxed. Jiggles. Like, have you ever Have you? Never mind. All my analogies are non-existent. Like, have you seen Mr. T twerk? That doesn't exist. Like, he's gotta have buns of steel, you think. Mr. T
Is he still alive?
probably.
Yes.
I wouldn't think he's dead. I mean, is death really gonna come for him?
No, he put his up for
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I've never had a bad experience in the ghetto. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, nice.
It's Mr. T, Chuck Norris, and Queen Elizabeth against death.
Pretty much.
They're her bodyguards.
Sam told me he asked you a question about Queen Elizabeth. Why don't you ask it to Gabe?
I don't remember what he said the question was.
You don't remember? All right. He asked me today. So, if unprovoked,
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, before we continue, is this gonna get me arrested in some capacity in the future?
Do you intend on ever being knighted?
it only depends on how you answer. So, if unprovoked,
Hmm.
Queen Elizabeth just bang is in your house. She's like, "Hey, I need a lift to Mickey D's because I need my chicken nuggies."
Well, I'd already have chicken nuggies in my freezer.
But you don't have Mickey D chicken nuggies, do you?
No, I have Arby's.
All right. So either way, this day. So she needs a lift.
Yeah.
The point is, she needs a ride.
Call
Would
an
you
Uber.
give her a ride?
Call an Uber. Because I have better things to do.
Okay, that's a different question than he asked me.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure he asked me something along the line of, would you deck Queen Elizabeth in the face?
Well, I mean, that's a given. Like, that's obvious. I don't feel like we
I
even
might
need
be
to answer
misremembering the
this.
It
situation.
makes you work, because he was surprised that you said no. So unless you just like put on your Sam autocorrect ears.
Which is the default.
Yeah. Anyway, you'd call an Uber.
No, I feel like I'd go, because I'd also want
You
chicken
also
nuggets.
want some chicken nuggies.
Yes. It'd be a team effort,
Mhm.
you know. She has money, I don't. I have a car, she doesn't.
Right.
Tag team.
She doesn't know how to be on the left side of the car.
Yeah. Like, she'd obviously, we'd go to get into the car, and she'd get in the driver's side, not thinking. And so, being respectful, like, I'll just get in the passenger side, and I'll be like, huh, the steering wheel moved. And just so, not to, like, say blanks, like, out front, like, hey, you got the wrong side. I'll try to be subtle with it. Like,
Oh, my brother moved the steering wheel again.
you mind if we, like, switch sides? Or,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and then we'll switch sides,
Mhm.
and then we'll go to McDonald's.
Mhm.
Then whenever we get there, we'll get our food for free because she has a British accent.
Exactly.
And he's also the queen.
No. She has to wear a mask, so she's unrecognizable because the virus is going on.
Yeah. Just there's a crown sticking up past her.
That's what it's hooked onto. It's not even the ears. But yeah, that's how I would go about my business. Then after that, you know, the rest is history.
Right. And it would be because she's the queen.
Yeah, we have a guy following us around, her scribe, writing down everything that happens. That's what a scribe does, right?
How do you people think the British government works?
I don't know. She's the queen. The queens have servants,
And they have scribes.
and they have scribes, or maybe that's squires. I don't remember.
I guess you could apply.
In this scenario, Gabe, you are the squire.
I
You do realize that.
I get a sword?
No!
Isn't that how squires work?
No, actually, that's
You're
not
like-
how it works.
They're knight in training.
The
I thought-
squire,
yeah.
the only time a squire had a sword was when he was getting it for the knight.
But how would he defend himself against other knights
Oh,
of,
he doesn't.
like, rivalry? Do you think he'd have, like, a small dagger to stab him in the spleen? Because these squires are occasionally shorter than the knight. How would that make you feel if you were a knight and the squire was taller than you?
We need to make that.
We should write that into farce.
Yeah.
We'll make like you or Drew the knight.
Oh my gosh, that'd
And
be
then-
amazing.
Zach the squire.
Like, the knight's legitimate 3 foot tall, but the squire's, like, average height.
Yeah.
Like Lord Farquaad.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say, did you
gosh.
mean Lord Farquaad?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I'd go about my business with the queen.
Yeah.
Like, it would be a very awkward, like, silence, because there's the age gap, so, like, we don't really, like...
I was playing the Fortnite!
I'll be like, oh, you're one of them. Simp. And so, like, the whole drive there, it'll just be me on my phone trying to find music that we would both listen to. And I won't be able to find any by the time we get to McDonald's. Rasputin.
Luke,
Uh-huh.
how would you handle the queen?
Yeah.
The queen driving situation.
She showed up to your house and demanded chicken nugget.
I just had
No!
Press on, Luke. Press on.
What did he say?
Press on.
I made that same mistake at Burger King like a week ago. You know how, like, I'll occasionally replace the first letters of words?
Sure.
Switch them.
Oh, yeah, like, I can't do this on purpose.
What'd you say, Nick and Chuggers?
Close. Think more racist things.
Oh, no!
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
We shouldn't have dwelt on it.
So anyway, I just ignore the queen.
I think that's what he said.
Do you pretend she's just not there?
Yeah, pretty much. I just ignore her. I just keep going about my day.
So it's kind of like the middle school, you're at lunch and the friend that you don't like comes up to you and you just pretend he's not there until he leaves, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's the queen.
Well, because like the way I was picturing it was she just kind of shows up at your house and starts ordering you to take her to...
No. She's polite.
Like, what if Obama did it?
Yeah.
Would you take him?
No.
Why not? He's Obama.
I didn't vote for him.
Maybe if he was dressed cosplaying as
I think it's
was
Bill Cosby.
I was gonna say if he was cosplaying as Trump, then I would take him.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I'd make him order. Just
you got the money.
Yeah.
He was cosplaying as Barack Obama.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, like the
Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right. What if Obama had his daughter with him? Would that persuade you any farther to take them out for chicky nuggies?
Is his daughter cute? I don't know.
Have you not seen his daughter?
No.
Neither have I. I just know he has one.
He has two daughters.
He has two? All right, he has multiple then. All right.
Well, I'm pretty sure only... I'm not even going to go into this.
I don't... What do they do?
The president's daughters?
Yeah.
They're... That's a good question.
Yeah, how... Never mind.
I feel like they're our age.
So what them being there, why would that affect us?
Well, you want to be polite to girl, because night.
Simp.
Simp?
Well, like, you know.
No, I don't. Please explain it to me.
Well, like, you guys might have been raised differently, but I was taught to be chivalrous.
No, that's sexist
too.
now.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Oh my gosh, alright, so I held this door open
for... You can't be nice to girls now, because that's apparent. You can't hold open doors, because then you're claiming that you claim ownership over where they can and cannot be.
Exactly.
That's a legit argument I read somewhere on Twitter.
That's an argument I heard. I witnessed that first person. That was the stupidest...
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I was delivering to, was it Salem's? It was a meat market. And so I have a box that's like 36 inches by 36 inches. So I'm at my arm's length. It's not a heavy box, it's just big. So I see a girl coming up. So I'm like, all right, I'll hold the door open for her so I don't hold her up trying to fit this box through this door that's definitely not big enough to fit through. And so she stops. And I'm like, after you, I got a box. And then she starts on a tangent like, oh, I don't need no man to hold me open a door. I'm like, I wanted to say I identify as a woman, but my manhood was standing between me and saying that because my voice is down here.
Ma'am.
Let's set the context, I guess. Was she saying this in a joking voice at all?
No. She was dead. She was like 40 years old. She was dead serious.
Oh God, it was a Karen.
It was a Karen.
Was she just like stating it, or was she upset?
I feel like she was stating it, and then I just didn't move because I was still holding a door open, because I was either gonna hold it open for me or her, and I wasn't gonna leave. I get paid to stand here, you know. But yeah, after like the first time she said it, she just kind of stood there and waited for me to go in. That didn't register in my mind for like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I just stood there with the door open, looking at her. But she couldn't tell it because I have sunglasses on, and I have the mask on. So she can't read anything physically off my face. She couldn't see me snarling. But yeah, it was a very. That happened in North Hills. Strangely enough, that wasn't the ghetto.
Yeah, well, of course not.
Well, based on what you were saying, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. But yeah, that was.
That's
dumb.
It's sad.
Yeah.
I don't like to get upset. I don't know why people do.
There's the third one. If you exist, you're racist, selfish, and sexist.
I mean, that's all those things are true, but you know, it's like I sometimes jump with this black dude on our boat, and so first time I was out with Corey, first thing I said, the first thing I said, not even thinking about it, was a black joke, and Corey laughed, thankfully, because it's a long walk home, and so
are you able to tell it on the podcast?
I'd rather not, because this could be something I could not get a job over if they look this up, and this is the first thing they find.
That's fair.
And so he's like, "Yeah, that was a good one." And I'm like, "All right, Corey, you're pretty cool."
Yeah, nice.
I don't remember where I was taking that story.
You're just like, I think you're just using him as an example. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he laughed at it, and he said that was a good one. I said, "Thanks. You see, it's okay for me to tell this joke because I am racist. Therefore, it's okay." And then he laughed again, and then we're friends now.
Nice. Because he could tell you were kidding, is the thing.
Yeah, he can take a joke.
Exactly. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I think that was a perfect corner.
I knew this was gonna happen at some point. But yeah, that's like I'll tell a sexist joke and I'll preface it with, no, it's okay. I am sexist, therefore it's okay. And more times than not, they're like, "Oh, okay, my bad."
No, I don't see that being the case. No. You only believe so much.
Yeah, it's true, but at the same time, it's not because it happens. Except that it doesn't.
So who are you telling sexist jokes to? That are which girls?
I have a theory, but
it's mostly my mom.
Besides your mom and besides Zoe.
Oh, that was my theory.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll sell them to Abby. Not frequently.
Zoe's sister.
Yeah. Good way to put context in, because I completely forgot that people on the podcast have never met Abby.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't think all five of us...
I haven't uploaded the episode with Zoe, so I don't think...
No? That's because the audio is just a headache.
Yeah.
Poor people.
I'm not saying I blame you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's where Jazanaquis was born.
Was it?
Yeah. Because we were talking about Karens, actually.
Oh yeah. Back before Karens were like a globally known thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think we just brought it up, like, you know the Karen haircut? And somebody said no. And then we brought up Karens.
That was me. Yeah, I had not heard of the Karen meme.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back then it wasn't a meme. It was just kind of, a person. Like,
it was just kind of
genre.
how you referred to.
Yeah. It's like the jock. Like how that's a genre of person.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Karen's a genre.
We need to. That's what we need to do now. We need to make a new generation of like Goonies style movies where you have like the traits, and then there's the Karen.
And then there's the. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Like, there's always been the Karen for all of time. There's always been. Like
Eve was technically the first Karen.
I'd like to see your manager.
She says that to God. God's just like, "Are you serious?"
I created you. Alright. Then he sends Jesus. God, this is the third time this week. I don't want to talk to her again. I guess you would call him Dad, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No one will know what just happened.
Nobody will.
You know what?
But, like,
you know what, Gabriel? You're promoted now. You're manager of Earth. Go talk to Eve. Wait, what?
Wait, hang on a second.
No, backsies.
No, let's just send Satan. We don't like him anyway. Let's just go send him to talk to her. And that's how Genesis happened.
Yeah, and the rest is the Bible.
Yeah. You can read it. It's not that long.
But like every girl villain in a Disney Channel show, that's Karen.
To an extent, depends.
It really depends, because I don't see Cruella de Vil as a...
No, Disney Channel.
Oh, Disney Channel. Yes, that I agree with.
Speaking of Disney Channel, something hit me. I was rewatching some of Hannah Montana.
Just press on, dude.
And Hannah Montana, or Miley, or whoever she was, she got pulled over. And if you're not caught up on the Hannah Montana lore, Hannah Montana is the facade, the stage name.
What?
Spoilers!
And Miley Cyrus is her legal given name.
Yeah.
And so
it's Miley Stewart in the show.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
And so she hands...
It's all good.
So...
Okay.
But
Miley Stewart.
So Miley Stewart is her given name
in the
show. So Hannah Montana or Miley, she goes to hand the officer. She got pulled over. I don't remember if I said that or not. She gets pulled over by this policeman,
right.
And the cop comes up, license and registration. She hands her license to the cop. It says Hannah Montana on it. And the only thing that went through my mind is that a fake ID? Did she commit fraud to get a hold of that?
So wait, did she accidentally out herself?
Yeah, she accidentally outs herself to the authorities, and nothing happens. It's like, oh, whatever, oh, you're famous or whatever, and then she gets to go on her way. But my thought is, who made the fake ID? Because it should have been Miley on there. And how did she get an alter ego, legal documented? Because you have to give your social, your birth certificate, and your other form of ID to get your license.
Was Hannah actually a witness protection identity that she just turned into a freaking pop celebrity?
I would love that to be the official.
I want that to be part of the lore.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Alvin, edit some wikis.
And go to the actual Wikipedia page for Hannah Montana and start editing.
Yeah. It's like I saw a comment on one of our videos. I was skipping through them earlier today. And I don't remember...
Oh, there's a good one on the Do video.
Oh, yeah?
There's a great one.
Should we go through those today?
Yeah, our PoDuMb episode could just be us going through the Do episodes after we're done with this.
Yeah.
That'd be cool with that.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. But sorry, go on.
Comment.
Where's that?
You hadn't started.
Sorry.
You,
Oh, there's a comment on one of our videos talking about editing wikis, and it's something along the lines of I've edited wikis so many times now that I've convinced myself that Homer Simpson's Japanese name is the Beer Goblin. And that was just hysterical to me.
We have a lot of troll.
We have so many good comments.
You can just spend a day scrolling through our videos, comments, and it's better than Reddit some of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's us.
Yeah. We attract the homeschoolers, I guess.
People funnier than us.
Yeah. Which is strange. Maybe they should write our scripts.
Ronald Ryans.
Yeah, Ronald Ryans. My gosh, that guy's got some things to sort out.
Like his coalescence.
Yeah. Coalesce with me in the soil.
If I was a coffee, I'd be a depresso.
That one's pretty good.
I think that's on one of Sam's videos.
Yeah. All right, we'll go through more of these next PoDuMb episode or whatever. Legitimately, we could record gameplay later and just have this as a backtrack. Because all Let's Play videos are is just something you like on the screen.
What about the DVD video?
Well, yeah, but that's going to become the PoDuMb staple. I was watching it. Oh, it's just something to do. Plus, now you can tell who's talking.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. But there are going to be some times where we bleed over, like right now, where Scott's audios are going up, but I'll have him muted.
He's just breathing.
Interesting. So that concludes our ASMR segment. Tune in next week where I rub 2 Barbie dolls against my cheeks. Make that like slight squeaky noise.
Do you mean your face?
Upper cheeks or lower cheeks?
Well, I didn't think I had to make that very clear.
Okay, lower cheeks.
Because I felt like that was given. They can't see me.
The Barbies or the audience?
Well, I hope neither.
I keep having to re-clarify in my mind that you're talking about the doll, not about an Australian grill.
The Babby.
The
Wait, doesn't that mean barbecue?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like slang.
Barbecue grill. Alright. Throw it on the Barbie?
Slap shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
What's the shrimp then that you're slapping down on the girl?
Girl?
We're talking
You
about
said
dolls.
barbecue girl.
Did I say that?
Well,
grill.
That was
You
a
meant
different.
grill.
That was a completely different thought on its own.
Yeah.
You meant you said girl.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought you
like
meant so you meant grill.
like if Barbie is slang for barbecue,
yeah.
Barbie doll would be barbecue doll, or Barbie girl would be slang for barbecue girl. I'm just clarifying what Scott said.
I don't even understand.
I have no idea what you're talking
know
about.
what you're saying.
Like if all right, so you know how yeets is slang for Chuck, I guess.
Yeah, when you
This is a
eat
bad
something.
example.
Yeah, where's this
I
going?
can tell.
Like y'all is slang for you all.
Yeah.
So Barbie is slang for barbecue. It's just a shorter version of barbecue.
Right.
So that means Barbie, as in Barbie doll, is slang for barbecue doll.
Oh, okay. So if an Australian was asking for a Barbie doll, he'd be asking for a barbecue girl doll.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Was this not what you were trying to explain, Scott? No.
I feel very confident. Speaking of Australians, have I told the story on one of these podcasts about the guy I saw at Cooper's?
Oh, the is it one of the older guys?
Possibly. I don't know. So I was running. One of the things I had to do during Penzic was whenever the ice cream area was out of either ice cream or bananas or whatever, which I have another funny story about that actually. But I would be bringing stuff, help them stay stocked and everything. And at one point, I'm waiting.
You're waiting.
I'm waiting for them. I really hope that his noise is getting picked up on one of these mics.
Yeah.
I'll give him his own microphone next episode.
But I was making sure that they had everything, and while I'm waiting, I look over and I see what I'm hoping and assuming was one of the Australian visitors.
Yeah.
But he's got his ice cream sundae or whatever, pulls out this tube of Vegemite, and starts spreading the Vegemite on the ice cream. And I just start staring with like the widest eyes and the most terrified look on my face. And his wife just sees me and just starts laughing.
Oh yeah, they find it hysterical.
Because I was literally just like, what? Because it was vanilla ice cream, so it wasn't gonna hide the flavor at all.
So it's Vegemite ice cream now.
Yeah.
Vegemite's very.
I've not had it. What is it?
It's if sin was a condiment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't enjoy it.
What's it made out of?
Sin.
Yeah. I don't know what it's made out of. It's very like
Hang on.
sour.
I'll look it up.
Kind
Is
of.
it like sauerkraut?
A little bit. At least the kind I had. Because I used to work at Miss Pat's Kitchen, which is in Cooper's.
Yeah.
And they come in every morning. They get the meal plan every year. They come to Penzic, which is you get breakfast, lunch, and then you get dinner. And they put Vegemite on everything.
Ugh.
French toast, their egg sandwiches,
What?
everything.
My mom with butter.
Butter's good. Butter's good in moderation, though.
Yeah, well, sure. obviously. What is Vegemite made out of?
Okay. Vegemite is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetable and spice additives.
Ew. Yeast.
Yeast extract. Brewer's yeast extract. So it's what's left over when you make beer, basically.
Yeah. Which is
Beer,
disgusting.
vegetables, and spice.
Yeah.
Did you clean up for Bruce Fest before at Cooper's?
A little bit.
Oh my god.
It smelled horrible.
Dude, I almost threw up like 6 times that day. It was
Like I said, I can't stand beer. So if this is what's left over when you make beer, oof.
It's a very
It was developed by
strong
Cyril Callister in Melbourne, Victoria in 1922.
Interesting. It's not that old. I thought it would be like 1800s.
Yeah, when nobody had any taste
Yeah,
whatsoever.
exactly. Back in like Jesus times. You know, the 1800s. I didn't do well in school.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Vegemite.
It's the Mormon belief.
I kind of want to get some Vegemite for us to try on camera, because I know, I'd do it. It's not pleasant to me, but I would be willing to make a video out of it. It's like,
Yeah, I'd do it for a video, but never for any other context.
Yeah.
Would you drink milk till you threw up?
What?
Milk?
Yeah,
No.
if you drink a gallon of milk, you'll upchuck it immediately.
Oh, but then, would I drink the milk that I had thrown up?
No.
Okay.
All right, your idea sounds much more
Okay,
pleasant.
yeah. Drink the gallon of milk, that I'll do. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it forces you to throw up.
I don't care.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'm very lactose intolerant. It's not the throwing up that scares me.
I'm taking you to an Italian restaurant, and I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah,
allergic
yeah.
to cheese.
Forgot about that bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like I kind of want us to do like a Hot Ones kind of thing where we do like a director's cut of like a few of like the original, like our first Lance vlog video, like the trip to DC. Because we still haven't talked very much on our trip to DC.
That's true.
I mean, what is there to talk about? The most interesting part we have on camera.
That is true, but we don't have like any of like the
I still
meeting his
love
uncle. We don't have any of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still love that we got a background reaction to what he was saying.
I know that was
That was so
great.
good.
About the giraffes or
I
whatever?
think it was the giraffes. I don't remember.
I don't- it
I don't
was
remember
either
what
that
animal
The
it
ballet
was.
dancers?
Do you remember the guy that looked like Steve from Blue's Clues that followed us around all day?
No.
Really?
I don't think I ever noticed.
He wore like the khaki shorts and the like navy blue and green striped shirt. He followed us everywhere.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I don't
that.
remember this.
It's like he was a foreign guy, so he didn't. I heard him speak once, and it wasn't English.
Was he white?
No, he was Chinese or Korean, so he's Asian.
Yeah,
Let me make it more vague.
Could just said.
He wasn't Japanese. I'd know if he was, because that's a little bit easier to tell. 'Cause I'm used to it.
Because
Well, like he can.
he'd be carrying a katana around and wearing a kimono.
That's Chinese, Luke.
No, it's both.
Is it both? I guess
I'm
I did-
literally playing a game about samurai right now, and it's Japanese.
Yeah, you can always trust a
Oh,
video game to
maybe
get
I'm
historical
thinking
accuracy.
of. Never mind.
When it's the primary concept, Scott, I feel like I can trust it a little bit.
They're a very joined culture, like to the point where the Japanese language has a Chinese subcategory, which is kanji. It's very complicated. Like instead of having to spell words, it's just the symbol.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole there's 3 categories that's Japanese, and that's one of them. The other one's made for like English words that they don't fit into Japanese language.
Oh.
So they use that subcategory to spell like cafe and coffee and all that.
Mhm.
Stuff like came from West, went to East.
Okay.
Products and such.
Yeah, I looked up the Cherokee language
Yeah.
briefly,
Ooh.
and which you can learn how to speak it. Website's called
Like Duolingo or whatever.
Rosetta
Maybe?
Stone?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I hate Rosetta Stone.
Okay.
Can't remember what it's called, but the Cherokee language is so interesting. They created their written language in the 1800s, after they become Americanized.
Oh,
Basically.
okay.
Yeah.
They had their own newspaper. They were this fairly modern culture.
Wow.
But like their language is so interesting because kind of like what you were saying. Each symbol, like in English, each symbol letter represents a sound that you use to construct a thought or a noun or whatever. But with them, the entire symbol and how you pronounce it creates the thought. Just one symbol. It's very difficult to learn.
It sounds like it.
Sounds interesting though.
And like I think there's 3 intonations you can make that will completely change the meaning of the word as you're speaking it.
Huh.
So if you say it in like a higher voice, it means whatever. Sunset. Lower means father.
Wow.
And at the bottom means the joke I thought of was dirty. So anyway.
I mean, that kind of rings true in English too, because like the pitch you say something generates the tone of it.
Well,
bro.
It conveys your emotion. It does not change the meaning of the word.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you. Like there's a difference in meaning.
I don't know. I feel like there's contextual stuff.
That was a bad example.
I'm gonna smack you.
Like one was much more threatening than the other.
Yeah, and in my mind, it was the higher one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. See if I can find it.
Like that like a lot of languages. I guess I don't want to be nerdy. Never mind. I say there's a lot of similarities when it comes to different languages, which is very interesting because I don't know how to complete this thought. Did you find it?
It's called Mango.
Mango?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Like
one.
the Smash player?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm the only one that watches Smash here. Never mind.
Yes, you are. It's the learn.mangolanguages.com. You can.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I was on that. I tried learning Spanish one year through that.
Okay.
But I have no motivation to learn Spanish, so I didn't get very far. Wanted to try German. No one let me do that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's.
That feels about.
Is that the
it's
one that
reasonable.
has like some ridiculous languages in there?
Mango? Like what?
Well, like I know there was one software. It might not be Mango then. There was one thing that like taught you languages that like Pirate was one of the ones that taught you. Or
That's amazing. I want this app.
Or Minion was one of the languages that it taught you.
Minion's an actual. It's like a hybrid.
Minion is a hybrid of so many different languages.
It's French, Spanish, English, and
The fact that you
Italian.
know that, I feel like you'd have no room to criticize Mango for having.
Well, freaking
Having
listen
the
to
clicker.
it. You know? Listen to any of them talk. They're clearly saying like combinations of languages.
Does it teach you the SpongeBob language from the downtown?
Thank you.
Because that'd be amazing. I'd take a course on that.
I think it even taught like this is the one I'm thinking of. I think it even taught like Klingon from Star Trek, and I
Okay.
really wanted to learn that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I've found a few apps that I learned things.
Did we all take?
Nope.
What did you take?
I took Italian because it was easier than Spanish.
See, even that
Why do you
sounds
say
more
that?
fun than Spanish.
Why do you say it? Why was it easy?
I don't know because a lot of I did that a few times and my professor got very mad at me.
I had to do cyber school for a while.
Yes. See, Italian wasn't really that hard. Like the class was everything grade-wise was in the live classroom, and so none of it was homework. Everything you did, it was basically we just get in a classroom and we would read a book, like a children's book or whatever. And so the class never taught me how to speak Italian. They taught me how to read Italian. And that was the extent of it. I got an A on the class because that's all the farther it went.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can read Italian fluently. Do I know what I'm reading? Not a clue. Which I sure do sound Italian.
So, like, does it automatically translate in your head, like you know what it's saying, or?
Well, it's a very. You just pronounce every letter. It's the same as English, just you pronounce like. Everything is. There's no strong, like, there's no stressed vowels. It's just. Everything's given the same amount of time in how you read it. So, like instead of stopping on words, you would just kind of flow into the next one at a very steady pace.
Oh, okay.
I would use Japanese as an example because they do the same thing, but neither of you know anything about Japanese.
I'm actually doing a little bit of Japanese.
Yeah?
Like when I say this, I mean I will put random phrases into Google Translate, listen to what they say, and then try to repeat it.
I mean, that's how I tried learning at first. Because I want to watch anime without subtitles. That was my driving.
Yeah, when I'm done with the story mode in English on Tsushima, I'm gonna play it again with Japanese.
The Japanese voice acting is so much better. But the lip sync there's no lip sync for Japanese.
I disagree. There are some scenes that I've hit where I'm watching their mouths and I'm like, that didn't look like English. So I think they might have done a mish of both.
They might have. I feel like they should have stuck with Japanese because it's a very that's the culture of the game. But
yeah, there's a black and white cinematic mode you can play the game on. I'm playing it in that.
I saw that. I'm
so excited.
Really want to play through it. Because that looks like a game that I would 100% a couple times.
I'm gonna 100% it. I'm not usually a completionist. I'm gonna 100% this.
Yeah. It's like Shadow of Mordor, which reminds me, one of my buddies, Bam, started playing through Shadow of War, and this is his 5th time around, so it's got to be decent. So I might try to pick that up sooner rather than later.
All right, let me know. I want to.
Yeah, let's
give another go at recording something with that.
Yeah, we'll continue our Mordor playthrough. Yeah. We got decently far.
We did get pretty far.
I think it was 2nd act we stopped. Because we got to the grog hunts and all that with the dwarf.
No, we didn't.
No?
No, we never met the dwarf. We did the golem missions we could do, and the thing we were about to do was the first mission with the outcasts.
Oh, wow. We
were not very far into that campaign.
Well, let's just skip that game and go to the war. Because from Bam's his summary of that game was, it's everything I liked about Shadow of Mordor minus everything that I hated. Like, it capitalizes more on the advancing your army through the ranks.
That's a good point. Because I think I talked about this when we recorded that. Was my biggest complaint with that game was all the marketing and everything was on, like, hypnotizing the orcs and building your army, and you don't unlock that power to, like, 3/4 of the way through the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that is right. You don't unlock that until, like, halfway through the 2nd act.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's only 2 acts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to start up war. It's either going to be me and you, Luke, or it's going to be us 3. Okay. Maybe it'll be us 5. I don't know. Sam and Drew might want in on a few recording sessions.
Maybe.
Well, Drew's kind of done with video games.
Yeah. Cat might do it in for him.
I've been, ever since I played Minecraft over here, we're trying to get them to want to play it. It's not working.
Both your siblings, or?
Yeah, both my siblings.
Yeah, Rachel I don't see being into that, and Drew's too busy with real stuff, I feel like.
Yeah, being responsible.
But what's fun about being an adult if you don't get to spend your money on things you wanted to 10 years ago?
He's right, yeah.
Well, the things he wanted to buy 10 years ago, he's now doing responsibly. He likes his garden.
Exactly.
Responsible.
Yeah. Like 10 years ago, I wanted a VR. It didn't exist, but I wanted one.
I wanted all the long coats in the world. I'm halfway there.
And if the queen shows up to want chicky nuggies, I'll have the other half.
That's true. I could blackmail the queen into giving me all the long coats in the world. And she's from Britain, where that's the common style.
Exactly. See, we're getting right full circle.
Speaking of British women.
Okay.
Right, let me present to you guys a hypothetical.
Selena Gomez is still better. I'm not moving off this rock until she DMs me.
All right, so there's this this girl, let's say she's 8 out of 10.
Okay, I was gonna say you best keep talking, Bob. You best add a disclaimer to this.
All right.
She's a ranking 8 out of 10 on the hotness
Was
scale.
she born on leap day? Because if not, I'm not gonna answer this.
So she's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the which scale? The crazy or the hot side?
Hot.
Okay.
But also on the other side, she still feels pretty normal. You feel like you could have a connection with her. You want to hang out.
So like a 4? Because
On
those
the
don't
crazy?
exist.
On the crazy?
Yeah.
So yeah, like a 4.5.
So it's like on the edge of wife and unicorn and.
So the
Fun
crazy bridges into creativity. How about that?
Ooh, I'm down. I'm down so far.
That's why we made a third dimension to this graph, because
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
answer so many questions.
Right. But okay, so duplicator. Ready?
Are you
The other
saying
one's British. Which do you pick?
Well-
Is the British accent?
Wait. You lost me.
so? She has a twin that's British.
Well, is she all the
Basically.
same qualities you appreciate about American girl
Yeah.
carry over to British girl? The only difference is British.
Would I
Like,
prefer
not just-
her with or without the dialect? Or
Basically.
okay.
Like she is British or she has a British accent.
Different.
Well, having the British accent just means you're
You
like
sound
you're
sexy.
the yeah exactly. That's pretty much it. Yeah, you sound sexier. But like if you are British,
You have all the
that
tendencies.
means you're probably going to be making fun of me for being American.
Ah.
And you like leaf water.
Liquid Vegemite.
It's sin in a cup. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'd pick normal person because I don't know. I don't really have that interest in me.
I think I'd go with just the American.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, what part of American? Because there's the southern and there's the northern accent.
All right, well, we can get to that later. Let's just.
Does
say
she
she's a
sound like
butler.
Larry the Cable Guy or not, Scott?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of into that.
Larry the Cable Guy as a girl?
Well, like the southern accent. type
Okay.
thing.
Okay,
well,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not Larry the
Oh,
Cable.
well, no,
That's-
okay, then no, okay. Well, okay, so
It's the Southern Belle.
Honey, I'm
Yes,
home. You want to go
yes.
shoot squirrels?
okay, yeah, no, that's not,
Yeah.
yeah. I tell you what, that's fun around there. No, I don't like that.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
Southern Belle, that's what I
Yes.
think is.
All
I'm
right.
into that too. It's
Yeah.
like the meme when a white old man calls you son, when a black woman calls you honey.
Yeah, I've experienced.
Mine is when a Southern Belle calls you sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's mine.
What? Yeah.
All right, so you would vote, let's say Butler Girl, and you would vote Butler Girl.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know who I would.
I mean, it could just depend on the day.
So the other accent is fascinating to me, so I think I would pick that if
Yeah.
all the other qualities would transfer, like personality.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Butler versus Southern Belle.
Southern Belle.
Butler.
Don't even have to think about it.
Really?
Because I'd make fun of her way too much.
Oh, okay.
Because I work with a guy from Kentucky, not Kentucky,
Alabama?
Mississippi.
Oh.
Lane at the bottom of the boat. He's from.
Jesus boy?
No, it's a different Lane. His
Different
real
Lane.
name's Larry, but he has a southern accent, so he wants people to call him Lane, so he doesn't get labeled Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, okay.
Because he very much has the "How y'all doing?" He has that voice.
Okay.
No, wait, when you say end of the bell, do you mean the 1 or
445.
the 45? Okay.
Yeah. And so, like, halfway through the day, anytime I make fun of someone in Pittsburgh for being dumb and not knowing how to drive, I automatically shift gears into a southern accent. I don't know why. There's no reasoning to it other than
Yeah.
it's just a different accent than the one I have.
Yeah, and a lot of dumb people happen to have that accent.
I wasn't going to say that. But, like, and I'll start doing the accent, not thinking, and Larry the Cable Guy is right next to me.
Well, here's a good way to justify it. Guess where Larry the Cable Guy is from? Pittsburgh.
Cable
But
company?
it's
Wait,
true.
seriously?
Seriously.
Huh. I forgot about that.
Huh. Dang, throw him up there with Zachary Quinto.
That was like opposite.
Yeah, we all know what you're talking about, Luke.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, I fully agree with that statement.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Man, I couldn't have summed up my thought better than that.
Just another celebrity that's from Pittsburgh.
Okay. So,
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, I know
Zachary
him.
Quinto is not Mr. Rogers.
all right, you beat me to the joke. Okay.
You had me going.
That was the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So what accent would you count being the most attractive? Would it be like a French accent, a New York accent?
I don't even. No, definitely not New
Australian.
York. French is kind of eh.
Like,
I don't know.
Not into French?
Not really.
Are you not into French because you're the stereotype of
No.
uppity?
No.
That kind.
I mean, if you are speaking French
Yes.
in the French accent, that's fine. Like
That's
that is
beautiful,
very
yes.
beautiful. Like that's yeah. But just like speaking American with kind of a French twang to it, like I don't really.
Now you're just a
that's-
super villain from a movie.
Yeah, you're an Austin Powers villain.
Exactly.
Bum or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
So like, what about Australian? Would you rank that higher or lower than British?
It's just the Texas of Britain. So I mean,
I would say it's the Florida of Britain
why Florida?
Because of the
because everything
Panhandle.
wants to kill you.
No, that's Texas.
No,
Because
no.
there's rednecks there. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really.
I'd say I find British above Australian.
Above?
Yeah.
To me, sometimes they're indistinguishable for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's,
I could go either way.
there's
I
enough
think-
of there's enough of like a difference. Like if like obviously these are kind of like extremes, but if you put like Hugh Jackman and Matt Smith in a room together, I would be able to tell which one's the Australian and which one's the British.
Well,
Okay.
there's two different types of British. There's the posh,
Michael Caine.
yeah, and there's regular, where,
Regular like Eggsy from Kingsman.
yeah.
No one's seen that movie except me.
Yeah,
No.
I completely agree with the statement you just
Yeah,
made.
exactly
It's like
what I was
it's
thinking.
basically our accent with a little bit more, like you pronounce the vowels different.
Brof.
Yeah,
This ain't that kind of movie, brof.
yeah, because there's two different types of British.
Sure.
The one's very attractive, and the other one is us, but a little bit weird. That likes
Lawrence
to,
the Cable Guy.
Lawrence the Cable Guy.
Sir Lawrence.
What about the Mexican accent?
Nah.
Would you put that?
No.
Where would you put that on the scale?
Back up
Okay.
on the scale?
Well,
Like just the accent as itself. Like let's
But-
assume that whatever girl is talking to you in this accent,
Is at least an 8.
I was gonna say 7 because that's.
Okay.
I was gonna be
That's
generous. At least an 8.
Okay.
Let's just say she's at like an 8 and a 6.
That could go anyway. Like even Russian.
Russian. If you've got, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like the only reference I have, like something like Sweden, PewDiePie is doing the joke for. So I don't really know.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I watch a lot of hockey, and a lot of them are from Sweden, so I can kind of pick up on it.
Yeah.
But it's not really an accent. Like, at least Northern Sweden's the same as Northern American, where it's just kind of bland.
Mm.
Now that I think about it, Northern America is like Boston and New York, which have their own accents.
Yeah, separate from ours.
And then Pittsburgh's accent is just the Northern accent, but with yins and stillers.
Ben.
Yeah. So best accent for between 6 and 10, you said? Or
Well,
6
like
and 8?
she's an 8 on the hot, 6 on the crazy. It's like there's British, that's a solid part to start. Then for you, Australia's down a notch?
Oh,
No.
for me, Australia's down a notch.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you two confused.
Yeah. For me, they're more or less.
All right, so they're the same tier on the
Sure.
list.
Yeah.
All right.
I might put French above those.
Yeah? You make French a B tier or an A tier?
I probably. No, Britain's a good baseline. It's called B tier.
B tier. B tier for the French or for
French.
All right.
Then I also put Mexican.
Mexican,
B
yeah,
tier.
I would put that a bit above British.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to just pull up a tier list for accents and just go from there, or do you want to keep doing this on the podcast?
Either one.
Because I'm cool with just leaving it here. Then Alvin can work the chart out later.
Yeah. Alvin needs to do some more work.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. Okay. How about Irish?
Irish. That's a good one to bring up. It's like, yeah.
It's like with you with French. Or, it's very pretty when spoken in language, but the actual accent spoken in English.
Yeah, I can see that. I personally like the accent when spoken in English.
Yeah.
My only takeaway from like the Irish themselves is your trade-off is from what I've heard, the majority of the Irish are like 10s on the crazy.
I mean,
regardless, doesn't matter.
They have a different scale.
Yeah, they have a very different way of communicating.
They speak a little too fast for me.
Yeah.
So I don't think
I wasn't even talking like fast. I was talking like aggressive.
Like I've watched a few videos with Zoe, like stuff that she watches, like Irish people react to blah blah blah.
Okay.
And everyone that's been on that show, I can understand 4 words a sentence.
Yeah.
They speak way too fast. Everything's just one word sentences.
The boat just missed you. Have you ever seen that video?
I thought that was a Swedish chef, but Irish.
The Irish chef.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll look. I'll try and find it after we're done.
The one I'm thinking of is the emu.
Yeah. So freaking emu. Here's Wallace. He's a freaking asshole.
Yeah, I don't.
You're loony, you.
Now that I think about it, I have a hard time understanding accents. It might just be that I'm already thinking about other things while I'm talking to people. Not right now, but like during work or whatever, because we have a couple guys from down in the Strip District that run their business, and they're very much not American.
Yeah.
And
there's some on the 300 as well.
I'm not talking about black guys, Luke.
Neither am I. No, those guys left.
Did they?
Some of them.
I thought the guy that sounds like what's his name? Guy that played Marty in
Michael J. Fox?
No, Madagascar.
Oh, Chris Rock.
Yeah, the guy that sounds like Chris Rock's still there.
No, yeah, he's still in the building, but he's just on like the 800 now.
Huh.
I think they split him up after the fist fight happened.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they split them up.
In my time at FedEx, there has been 3 fist fights, and I've almost made it 4.
Oh, no. Look, dude, I know you didn't. I know I got on your nerves, but I mean, you didn't have to take it that far.
No, I was back before you started working there. Yeah, me and Jake, we have a built-in rivalry.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't think I listen close enough for accents.
Huh.
Yeah, like if I listen, I can understand it. But if I'm just like casually doing whatever, and then somebody comes up and hits me with a non-northern accent, I'm like, wait, you made words happen, and it didn't sound like I'm used to.
Yeah.
It's like a shock value. Because I'm in Pittsburgh, I expect Southern accent, kind of, with a mixture of slang. Just Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. It's odd. I don't.
But like I don't know all languages. So if like an Arabic girl, like, I don't know how I would feel about that.
Arabic, I would put honestly B tier.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not heard enough to know for sure.
I would agree with that.
I will say though.
B tier?
Mhm.
Really?
I will say though.
I haven't rated anything else.
I will say though, and I have an explanation for this: Chinese and Japanese accents, F tier for me.
Really?
Purely because comedy and racism have ruined them for me.
No. You're not thinking of waifus.
Think of Twice. Have you ever heard Twice?
No.
I've showed you Twice once. It's a K-pop band. I need to bring it up when we're done.
You showed me Baby Metal. They're cute. They were. I don't know how old they were.
Oh, the K-pop fan cams. Oh, the fan cams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's.
I would put Japanese, Chinese.
Oh, okay.
I'd feel like they're not as good as like British, so I'd probably put them down towards like D, maybe low C.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe D. No, I don't know.
Because I don't know what German's F.
What?
How dare you, sir?
Not like German accent.
No, German?
At all.
No, Elsa Schneider from Indiana Jones 3 has the German accent. I can't hate that.
The only thing I think of is Hitler when I hear it. All right, that's my reasoning.
Well, dude, what?
I don't like domination that much.
But not your guys' kink too.
Yeah. Personally, I'm demanding my girlfriend dresses as Hitler.
Yeah, I have to.
Where's the mustache, Crystal?
I felt your lips form the K, and I knew you were gonna say Karen, but you threw the curveball out there.
Yeah.
Crystal, that's an interesting one.
Why I thought of that?
No, it's a nice name.
I like it.
It reminds me of drugs.
Reminds me of meth.
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, you know, it's justifiable to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Southern Belle is gonna remain my S tier.
That is pretty high.
That's mine.
That might make it to.
I don't think I have an S tier. Like, I don't have a go-to.
Yeah, this is the weird thing. I've never really thought about this. It's only like in the moment when I'm hearing it do I realize, oh, that's hot.
It might be a thing where it doesn't necessarily matter which accent. It's just like if all the other attributes you're attracted to, the accent is just another.
Oh yeah,
makes sure more intriguing.
Even my F tier accents. If it's somebody I legitimately feel like I have a connection with, I don't care.
It's gonna be S tier.
It's gonna become S tier purely because of the person they are.
Sure. Okay. So maybe we should have just done the accent as a whole, spoken by both, like all people, like men and women, old, young.
That sounds kind of gay.
That
I'm
sounds
not
kinda gay to
gonna
me.
lie, Scott. This is my Christian Minecraft podcast that hasn't talked about Minecraft yet.
Which, if you consider.
What about Villager? Where's that accent on your?
Oh.
I mean, that's my S tier. I don't know about you guys. Right next to the Steve falling off a cliff. Yeah, the grunt. Never mind.
No, I think the real S tier is Master Chief.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's.
I need a weapon.
Oh, you do.
I'll give him my weapon.
I'm sorry, Mom. You're disappointed in me anyway. I thought we couldn't go lower than this. Yeah, I don't know. It's accents are more of like sprinkles.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna get chocolate anyway, don't know why I picked chocolate.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you're gonna get mint anyway, there's no one that's like actually green, is there? Other than the Kermit and Obama. If you're gonna get mint ice cream anyway, you might as well get sprinkles.
Has anyone
if it's available?
Has anyone made Oreo Obama?
We should.
But like, you know, it feels like
That's a good. Well, it started to be a good analogy.
an accent is like the toppings to ice cream.
Yeah.
Like you already like the flavor. You already have it the way you want it, like a Subway sandwich. You might as well if it's available.
Burger King have it.
Your way.
Oh my gosh.
Someone made Oreo Obama.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh jeez.
It's better than I expected.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Go back to the main page. There's better ones.
Oh no, that one's horrifying.
Yeah.
That's what my mom said
When you were born?
when I was born.
Oh, that one's horrifying.
Put it back.
Try 3 more times.
But yeah, I don't. It's
Yeah, it's a good.
That's a very odd way to describe women as well.
What?
Just the flavor of ice cream. What's the flavor of the week?
It's not the girls in and of themselves. It's the attributes that you find attractive.
Yeah.
Separate. Right?
Yeah, like if,
That's fair.
No, I'm not gonna say this. Never mind. I forgot we were talking about people. Yeah.
I don't get it, but
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
oh, okay. There's a picture I found talking about Oreo Obama. It's Obama's 2008 campaign poster. Picture of an Oreo.
I think it's
Which is probably racist, but I think it's.
I think it's replacing like the symbol he had. It was like the O with like the American flag at the bottom a little bit. I think it's replacing that.
Well, I'm glad they weren't replacing his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could have potentially been racist.
Yes.
Which is okay because I am.
Because he's white.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you think about it, Michael Jackson was the Oreo of people.
He's reverse Oreo because he's black on the inside.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here anymore.
Your house.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Simp.
Alright, so there's this girl in the Discord named Kay.
Listening.
And
In the dumb Discord?
No, it's Royal Palace. Dragos' one.
Oh.
And she's been hanging out. She'll pop in every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what scenario was.
Are you guys playing Thieves?
No, she doesn't. The only game she plays is like Valorant and Modern Warfare.
Okay.
I don't remember what situation arose, but I called her a simp and she got very offended, and she didn't even know what the word meant. Because we've been throwing around that term a lot, whether or not it applies, because it's just an insult.
Obviously.
It's like Karen to the Z generation, whatever we are.
Yeah. Or it's like saying, okay, boomer.
Yeah.
We're the depressos.
Yeah, we're the depressos. But yeah, that's all the more substance that story had.
That's why does she hang out again?
I don't know. She met Dragos and Bailey playing Modern Warfare, and Dragos and Bailey lived together, so they were partied up. They were playing the same game, and they just had a rando join them.
A male Bailey or female Bailey?
Male.
Okay.
And so their first initial thought was, let's just pretend we don't know each other. And so like the whole time they're like talking to Kay instead of the other guy. They're like, oh man, I can't believe I got paired up with this guy again. Like come on, like Kay's clearly better. Why can't I just have her as a teammate? And she can see they're partied up. It's like, this Vitas Gaming guy can't hit his shots. I can't believe this. He's so bad at the game. Like, it's not my fault I got paired up with you again.
That's funny.
And then she joined the Discord, and she's been around ever since.
Okay.
She's pretty cool.
So you call her a simp?
Until you call her a simp, and then she's just mean. Yeah.
I don't know why this reminds me of that, but that has the same energy as this. There's a CS:GO screenshot of these guys. So it was like a whole full team of 5. They coordinated their profiles and formed Will Smith.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
And like all their usernames were like West Philadelphia, born and raised. Like
Yeah.
First couple lines of the Fresh Prince theme, and they formed a headshot of Will Smith. And people's reactions were like, "This is when you just quit the game because you realize these guys are too well coordinated, and you're never gonna win the match."
Well, I mean, win or lose, they've already won.
Yeah, they've gotten in your head.
Yeah.
Win or lose, they've already won.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not about the score on the scoreboard. It's about the message you're sending.
You can attain victory without winning.
Yes. Because friendship is the No, it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right, 90s Disney.
Yeah, winning's all that matters. So if you don't win, you lose.
Oh. Yeah, what was the thing that Lance said that we cut out?
Oh, quitters never quit or something like that.
Quitters never quit.
No, that was in the final cut, I thought.
Which video was this? The DC or one of the other?
No, it was Lance
the
Floyd.
Oh,
first one.
Okay.
Because we have your version up on the main site. Then I think on behind the scenes I uploaded the whole uncut thing just so we can have it.
Sure.
Because I wanted to delete all the clips off my computer to free up some space. So I just clipped them all together and I uploaded it to I think it's behind the scenes channel. It's on the wiki somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me check.
It's either behind the scenes or Oatmeal Guy.
I think we put some cut of it on the Oatmeal Guy.
Yeah. See, I think that was my version of it. And then Scott made his version. We ended up going with Scott's version because it was a little bit better cut together.
Maybe. I don't know.
It had more.
I left the peeing in. That was my main. That was the hill I wanted to die.
You left it in twice.
Yeah.
Not only once, but twice. Yeah.
Well, want to just end it here and start another episode, or do you want to make this longer?
No, I'll fade it. It's been like 2.5 hours we've been talking. Yeah, we started at like 3:50.
No, not that.
3:45. I mean, I'm going to leave this all in regardless. Us trying to figure out when we're going to stop recording to do the comment video.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that adds. This is comedy. This is funny.
I'm laughing.
Dude, I'm I was going to leave out words to that sentence. I was going to say I'm laughing so hard with a few words left out, but that wouldn't be appropriate. Did you hear about the SpongeBob anime that came out?
I saw that thumbnail on your computer when I came here. It's like this SpongeBob anime is so cool or whatever.
Yeah, the SpongeBob anime that came out, it was up for like half a day, then YouTube took it down because it wasn't child friendly. It was marked for not for children, and he got 2 strikes on his YouTube channel because of that. Because it's a parody. There's no voice actors, there's references through it, and it uses the characters. Outside of that, there's no tie to SpongeBob.
There's no audio clips.
There's no audio clips. It's Japanese voice actors. They use the characters as a concept. That is it. And it got taken down because it was too violent and it was not safe for kids to watch.
That's gross.
And it was rated mature. It wasn't even rated 18, or it wasn't rated 13 plus. It was rated 18 plus. Because that's what violence is supposed to be on YouTube. So
was it what degree was it? Was it like the Angry Mario or whatever videos?
It's an anime episode. So there's like, how anime does fight scenes. It's very hyper. It's very screamy. There's a lot of blood.
Right.
Yeah. It had one of those fights. It's the story arc of Bubble Bass. It was very well done. I'd give it a 10. It's on Newgrounds now because that's where he's going to upload everything from now on. Because all the guy does is animations. And Newgrounds is specifically made for animations.
Yeah.
So we could upload.
Isn't it going to be one of the sites that's going to die once Adobe Flash stops working?
I don't know what they're going to do. I'm assuming they're just going to switch over to Unity because they have a Flash player.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I'm sure a lot of that site's going to get smacked. Like the Ultimate Showdown was originally an Adobe thing. And that's over a decade old. I think it was 08 it came out.
Why is Adobe doing this? Just not enough money or what?
It's always been free, but I just don't think... I think they're trying to come out with something that's better supported for newer stuff. Because Flash Player is outdated by a long shot. I think it came out in 06. But they'll release updates, but the base work and the engine it runs on is still the same thing. So they're probably just going to come out with another version, is my guess. But I'm not sure. But the SpongeBob animation is on Newgrounds. And I think it hit front page the first day it was uploaded. It was like immediately top of the list on the site for this year. And it is very well done. It's amazing. It's very dramatic. I wasn't prepared for this, but it's very, very smooth. It feels like a real anime. Like between the voice acting, the story arc was pretty great,
Yeah.
and the way they throw cameos or like callbacks to the like actual lines from the show, like
Yeah.
the "I'm ready" bit that SpongeBob always does. They call back to that. Yeah, everything just ties together.
Nice.
I'd recommend watching it 10 times over. So I've watched it 3 times. It still makes me happy. But yeah, he did the intro, outro for it. Everything's 10 out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah. But YouTube's dumb.
It really is.
And that's where most of our fame came. I feel like that's where all of our fame came from, is YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Earl was like the first block in the wall.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but yeah.
I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
I mean, him as a character is a funny concept, and it's easy to do.
What?
At least for me.
Yeah. All I have to do is push record and see what happens.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's just, yeah. A lot of Lance is just remembering what our canonical lore is and staying inside the lines.
But you don't always have to.
Yeah,
Because sometimes
you really
it's
don't.
funny to diverge intentionally.
Yeah, like, that's a good point. I never thought of that. Like, red herring the audience into fake lore.
Well, just because Lance does crazy things, and you never know
Exactly. That's like the whole Lance lore thing could just not be real. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy. But yeah, I feel like maybe we should talk about that off the air.
Yeah. My brain is now pudding too, so I don't know.
No, I mean, like, are we gonna do a Christmas video this year or not? Because if we are,
Should it be Lance themed?
we could.
No, you know what we should.
Yeah.
Oh, what we should do?
That better?
A little bit.
We should do a video. It's the North Pole, and Santa's trying to figure out how to deliver the presents, but stay with the quarantine.
Because
Because it's still gonna be around.
I feel like it's just never gonna leave at this point. It's just gonna be a thing that exists, like the flu. I don't know, because we've kind of run dry of ideas.
how we act. Anyway.
Well, like, I really like
No,
the
I don't
snowman
think.
idea. Like, that's
Which one?
you're the one where the snowman comes to life.
Yeah.
Like, that one's our most solid storyline.
I don't think it's that we're dry on ideas. It's that we can't really commit to any one and just go with it.
Yeah, like, our 2018 is definitely going to be our peak, I feel.
That was a really good one.
Yeah, because it was funny and scary.
Exactly.
But mostly.
Yeah, because Christmas. What else is there to Christmas if it's not horror themed? Horror themed. There we go.
Horror.
I do like horror.
Terror.
Yeah, 2018's was just very well thought through. Everyone was on the same page for that. Because I think that was the first video I edited for the channel.
Well,
For new visitors.
Well, I just did the animation. Scott did all the editing and special effects.
unless you count your Lance.
Nah, because it's
Or was
technically
that after?
that was after.
I think that was
I think that was your last one.
Which that's on the oatmeal guy, by the way.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my first video because after Lance vlog was the 2018 video. And after that, I think I've edited most of our videos.
Yeah. True.
Which we need to finish the one with Isaac in it. If we're gonna keep that storyline, or if we're just gonna fit it into like a later episode. Because
We have some good stuff.
yeah, it's very sexist, but that's okay because I am sexist. Or is it feminist? I don't remember. It makes fun of women.
No, sexist is the one that makes fun of women.
All right, just making sure.
Although the feminists are kind of shooting themselves in the foot, and it comes full circle.
All right. But yeah. Do we have an idea for this Christmas if there's not going to be any snow?
It's just a quick 30-second one, like we just step out the door and like the sun is just blazing at full heat, like ah! Global warming.
The sun baby comes out. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And it comes back and like it's just a skeleton being rattled. Oh! End of video.
We could do the waging war on Christmas with Phil. We could do that as a video.
Like a bear trap in the chimney.
It's not horror based, but it's funny.
We're gonna go Kevin McAllister on this fat boy.
But I'm cool with that, making that its own standalone thing because it's not horror based. In all of our Christmas videos.
But it is a Christmas video. Do we want to make them? Do we want to pin ourselves to making a Christmas jump scare? Because I think we're already at this point where you already expect the jump scare. Why would?
At this point, I feel like we could. At this point, I feel like we could get away, honestly, with having the dumb guys fight all the monsters we've introduced so far.
Ooh.
Like the Wraith, the Do Not Open.
Actually, Satan.
Actual Satan.
That's a lot of actors.
Christmas hell. Not necessarily. I mean, you've got the Wraith, you've got the box ghost.
Yeah.
Danny Phantom. You've got him. You could have Phil just be in a different room, and that entirely be Lance and Isaac fight that one off.
I'd love to have the story arc be that Phil and Isaac try to exterminate all of them, but they fail, so they have to call Lance, and Lance just goes in with a lantern and a shotgun and wins because he's Lance.
Epic like
that. This is my new shotgun wife, Lucille. This is my lantern.
Lantern. What if Santa had a rival? Anti-Santa.
The Anti-Claus? We had a whole thing about this.
Did we?
Yes. Because we had, he had the cyborg reindeer. It was just me, because appearance-wise, I'm literally the opposite of Santa Claus. I was going to be in all black. He, has the candy cane sword, and he and Santa fight across the sleighs to Carol of the Bells.
This sounds amazing.
And he had, the dark elves.
Yes.
His Rudolph had a laser nose. We thought about this.
Yeah, we went into detail.
What if we...
He was what was he, they imprisoned him in the South Pole or something?
Yes. Christmas hell.
Yeah. That could be rule Christmas hell.
He's Christmas Satan. It's just the letters rearranged.
Yeah.
It lines up!
Could it be Satan?
What if we have it... what would be something that would agitate him as a character? What could a kid do that would make him...
Be good?
No. This is horror-themed. We want him to kill children.
Oh, you want the Anti-Claus to show up and...
Yeah, what if we run with that idea, just...
And maybe make it into a yearly thing where same villain for a couple of years?
We could.
Maybe.
Anti-Claus?
My only problem is that the Anti-Claus looks very similar to the Box Ghost. So unless we wanted to retcon it that is the Anti-Claus...
What's the box?
Oh,
the one from the 2018 video.
Oh, your character.
Yeah. His appearance, at least how I was visualizing the Anti-Claus, they're very similar.
We could just make your eyes glow more red.
Ooh.
He could be a leveled up version of the demon.
Yeah, the red eye.
Yeah.
Well, we could
the oversaturated thing. That's what I'm thinking of.
We could go less Grim Reaper and more give him a fur coat, black fur coat.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm picturing too much of a pimp now.
I was picturing one of
I think Russian army coat that has fur on.
Okay.
I was picturing one of those like the one I made with my grandma, the black matrix suit. That's what I had in mind. I do like that though.
Because if he's living in the South Pole, it fits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I do like the fur aesthetic. of that. That's a
Ooh,
Gettysburg.
I have something evil. What if he licks the candy? Kills.
Oh yeah, he like stabs the person and then just
Because that not only sharpens it, but
yeah,
it's
he keeps
weird.
it sharp by eating it.
It's weird.
So that makes it creepy.
Yeah.
I forgot that's a brief tangent. That's a Gettysburg story I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, Luke went to Gettysburg without us.
Yeah.
because he's cool.
Yes, I did, and I believe in ghosts now because of it.
Okay, Luke.
One of the things that they have down there, because we went into these because one of the friends who went with us, it was actually his idea. He's like a reenactor, so he's done a bunch of those battle in the actual like what they do at the yeah. So what they have down there, they have like quartermaster stores where they sell like the replicas of uniforms and weapons and stuff.
Sure.
But they weren't all just Civil War stuff. Like there were some, a lot of them actually, that had stuff from different nations, different wars, and everything. And one of the things they had, and the only reason I did not buy this, was because like the place wouldn't take card, which was kind of sketchy, but whatever. And I didn't have enough cash on me. But they had Soviet commander hats. Like it had the star with the hammer and sickle and everything.
Yeah.
And I was staring at it for so long. I was like, I want one. Because this would be hilarious to wear around.
Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it.
I need it!
Thinking about needing it.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Yeah, you bring that up made me think of that, so that's end of tangent. I almost bought a Soviet hat.
Did he have like fingerless gloves?
I feel like biker kind of gloves.
Yeah, I've got those brown and leather.
Yeah, that doesn't fit. You actually.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're Satan.
Unless there are gloves under.
Yeah. Well, he could have like he could have mittens, and then he takes it off. And it's the fingerless gloves for the killing. Likes to feel the heat of the blade.
It was the heat of the moment.
We've never done a joke on.
We
What
have.
if there's a mistletoe? Like he drops from the ceiling.
Pucker up her
I hope.
The
Can I
last-
not be the girl? It's my first thought. It's just the Sandersons. I don't want to kiss Drew. I'm just gonna be.
We wouldn't
straight
have
up.
to. He'd get eaten.
Yeah.
Or both of you would get eaten.
Well,
What if like I just picture like arms like goblin arms coming down, deformed. They grab the person under the mistletoe, pull them up, and their death is kiss. Like the mistletoe kisses them.
Okay. It's kind of like a Venus flytrap type thing.
Yeah. I just
Meets Death Eater.
I just assumed like a giant jaw went down and chomp and then retracted.
Well, mistletoe's kind of too small for that.
Like claw game.
Yeah.
Whenever it's a portal to hell, you know.
I was just thinking monster.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe they spill eggnog on them. That's what makes it come alive. Be easier to do
Yeah.
instead of Luke's idea of literally becoming a snowman. Flowers.
It doesn't have to be made out of frozen water, though. I forgot the word snow. I can't explain why, but I did. Don't look at me like that. Well, like we could get like the styro. No, I guess that's not big enough.
You'd be able to tell too. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'd.
Other than encasing one of us
Yeah.
in
Which
snow.
would be you.
Yeah, it would be me. I'd do it.
Unless like the parts we
only like encase what can be shown.
what
We
is
could just
moving.
set up like a wall by the edge of the camera, and then I'd like push my hand through.
That would work for that.
Yeah.
Or if there's whenever there's a shot where you have a part moving, we make that styrofoam but kind of leave it out of focus.
Mm-hmm.
And then your body is packed around.
We could always just take the styrofoam and put snow on top of it to give it more of a real effect.
More form,
make it more
yeah.
clumpy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, okay, this might be a bit too much work than it's worth, but what if we, like, had a green screen, recorded, like, the body parts and everything, and then we superimpose the body parts bursting out, like,
That wouldn't be too
later?
hard.
It might not look as good.
Yeah, I don't know how that would look. I'd like practical.
Yeah. Oh, no, I prefer practical as well. But I'm also talking about getting encased in snow, so...
Yeah. Han Solo'd in the winter. Because, like, the only...
I thought they smelled bad. Oh, they outside.
I swear, if we don't have a shot of him doing that whenever he breaks out of the snowman, I'm going to be upset. This will be a winter lost.
Yes.
Like, we could... I kind of have a visualization of what the video would be if we go this route. Which it wouldn't be too hard. We just have to, like, start working at it and then find a day where there's actually snow on the ground and record it.
Yeah. It'd be difficult because I'll be in school. You guys will be working. It'll be Christmas time, so we're working a lot.
Yeah. I hope it snows in November. It won't, though.
I want to be.
Yeah.
Hopefully we are. Well, you guys done?
I don't know, I feel like...
Kind of feeling the end is here for me.
Yeah, I feel like it's comment time.
I don't even know how to do that.
No, it'll give you energy. We can make the pizza in between.
Minute.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Alright, well this has been there's a-holes at the bottom of the sea.
Yay.
PoDuMb 7.
What that one. I'm Scott.
I'm Luke.
Alright,
They can see who I am!
well, alright, I was the one that screwed up the name the last 6 episodes. Now I
Yeah.
decided to be nice.
Well, they can clearly see whenever I'm talking, the red bubbles are going up and down. They're not bubbles, but they're bars. They go up and down, and they make it apparent that I'm the one speaking. And then sometimes whenever Luke talks, Scott's microphone picks it up as well. Like right now, Scott's not even talking, but his bars are going up and down. It's kind of odd.
And I'm Rah Rah Rasputin.
Russia's greatest love machine?
I don't actually know the song.
I heard you had a cat.
Maybe.
Did
He was gone.
he?
Yeah.
Too bad. Anything else?
He said Ra a lot, now that I think about it.
He was worshipping the ancient Egyptian sun god.
He's a Ray Lever.
Ray Lever.
Alright, we're gonna end it there.
Bye.
Raylo forever.
You look a scrunchy.
Not to admit that I'm looking, Gabe, but do you have padding in your pants?
No, I just have a very full bottom.
Because I'm like, okay, last time I checked, Gabe wasn't that thick. He's thick!
Little do you know, I do 30 squats every time I stand up. You can't prove me otherwise.
Some people weigh so much that it looks like they're doing 30 squats.
I know, right? It's kind of odd.
Poor people.
Yeah.
Hit end yet.
No.
Please hit end. End my suffering.
That requires a gun, though.
No. Not really. No. Gabriel,
Yeah.
please end the podcast.
But We need to pad out 6 more minutes
Why?
because we're at 154.
You want to hit 2 hours so you can split into 2 episodes? Is this what's happening?
No, I just like rounded numbers.
Scott,
It's like
wine or cheese?
no, I'm not
No.
creative enough for that.
I wasn't suggesting you do it.
Oh, I forgot we do this every episode.
I'm kidding. I don't care.
Like, have you ever experienced like an inadequate audio level because you wanted it to be an even number? Like, it's either a little too quiet or a little too loud, but you wanted the number to be 24, so it's an even number.
No?
No?
Only every day.
Am I the only one with OCD?
I don't have to watch audio levels all the time.
No, I mean like in the car, if you're listening to the radio or something,
Oh.
you're turning up the audio levels.
Yeah, it's never 7. It's either 6 or 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. It could be a like a multiple of 5, a multiple of 2.
Hmm.
I was gonna say multiple of 8, but that also falls in line of the even numbers. It's kind of weird to think about because an odd plus an even is an odd, but an even plus an even is a Steven. Doesn't it?
We're there yet.
No, we got another 5 minutes. That was the longest minute of my life.
Please let this be a normal field trip.
No.
The only thing I could think of was very bad. I was gonna say, with the jizz? No way! Today, kids, we're going to be looking into the human reproductive system.